everyone and welcome back to Luxury and Life. So if you've seen my last video, you'll have seen that I got some Louis Vuitton multicolour pieces into my collection for my birthday. So I'm going to be going into a bit more detail about both of those pieces, where I got them, how much for, and how it all came about. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So I've only really thought about adding multicolour pieces to my collection very recently. I used to like them when I was younger. I remember watching Jessica Simpson on that documentary she did with her husband back in the early 2000s, and she had the white versions that she always used to carry with the handbags and stuff like that, and I used to love them then. And I think I went on holiday once and I did actually buy a kind of a dupe or a fake of this. I was about 11 years old at the time, buying this from like a market. It was a purse, like a wallet type thing, and it had the multicolour all over it. It was a white version and I absolutely loved it, and then for whatever reason that love for that multicolour range just went away and I started more looking at the damier ebene, the monogram. But for some reason I've been seeing them more and more. I think they're coming back in popularity. I've seen a lot of people get them and they've just really grown on me, but more specifically the black, the Noir pieces. So I've been looking around for a few months and I really thought I want to get something from that range for my birthday. So I was looking on Facebook. I did have a little look on eBay as well, but as you know, I prefer to buy on Facebook. If you haven't seen my video already about where I buy my pre-loved items and all about how I do it on Facebook, go back a couple of videos. It's called Where and How I Buy My Pre-Loved Luxury Handbags, and that will give you all the information on how I buy on Facebook and things like that. So that's the first place I went to when I started to look for these items. So while browsing one day on Facebook, I did come across the Cosmetic pouch in the Noir. It was in amazing condition. It just looked absolutely great. I think it was up for £250, which I didn't think was too bad. I've seen a lot of them go for even more than that, and the condition was amazing. So I messaged the seller. I said, would you take 240? I really like this, so would you take 240? And she said she was kind of looking for 250, but she'd have a think about it. So that's how we left it. She was having a think about it, and I wasn't sure if she was going to sell it to me or not. To be honest, I thought in my head, if she says no, I'm definitely going to go for the 250. It's £10. I really want it. So that's what I was going to do. I was just waiting for her to get back to me. In the meantime, I was browsing on eBay and I saw the exact same cosmetic pouch on there. So I was kind of like, oh, that's weird, that, because normally the people who sell on Facebook on the groups only really sell on Facebook. They don't kind of sell anywhere else really. I mean, they might do, but I haven't known it too often. So I saw the exact same pictures. It was just, yeah, the exact same pouch, and it was on sale on eBay for £385, whereas on Facebook she advertised for £250. So that is a massive difference. Clearly she just thought she might be able to get a bit more money on eBay, on kind of that kind of platform, rather than the Facebook group type people, because yeah, that's just the way it is. So I was a bit disheartened about that. I thought she's obviously wanting more money for it than she's advertising on Facebook, which I didn't really understand. But I didn't say anything to her. I left it in her hands, and then I checked back with her. I said, have you thought more about my offer? I will go to the 250 if you're happy for me to buy it off you at that price. I'm going to have it authenticated. No, actually, I had it authenticated before doing this. So while she was still thinking about it, I thought, I'm just going to get it authenticated anyway, because I really want this bag. I will go to the 250. So I sent it off to be authenticated from Authenticate for You. They charge £5 just for a digital certificate. And it came back all fine, all authentic. So I actually spent money. Yes, it was only £5, but getting it authenticated as well in the meantime, which I don't normally do. I normally wait until I've got an accepted offer, but I did it anyway. I went back to her. I said, I'd really be happy to go to the 250, what you advertised it for. I've had it authenticated, I've paid for that as well, so I really want to buy this. And then she replied and she said, I'm so sorry, but I'm selling to somebody else. They offered me a higher offer and I've accepted. And I was absolutely gutted. I was like, what, if you wanted more money for it, you should have advertised the money that you wanted it for on Facebook, where I saw the original advert. She didn't know that I'd seen it on eBay, so yeah, I just felt a bit gutted about it really. So the eBay listing had ended, or she'd taken it down, and clearly she got a higher offer than she'd even advertised it for on Facebook. So I was really gutted about that, and especially because I said I've even paid for authentication. I really wanted this bag. I thought I would have had first refusal, being the first person to contact her about it. She just said sorry. She said, I will give you the £5 back for the authentication, and that was that. So yeah, I was just really gutted about that. So that was over. So I went on to kind of looking for another item, which was a Pochette accessories. So I'd seen a lot of these, but again, they were going for a really high price. Well, the really good condition ones were going for £800-900, even £1,000 on eBay. Like the really, obviously the Pochette was perfect and all of that, but even on sites like Vestiaire Collective and all of those kind of places, they were going for around £1,000, and I was just like, I'm not going to pay that for this small little bag. I prefer ones that are a bit more used anyway. So I just kept my eye out. I just kept looking around on things, and I did come across one on Depop. Now, I don't usually buy luxury items on Depop. It's just not something I've ever done before, but the seller had her Instagram handle in her Depop kind of bio. So I found her on Instagram. She had all of her images on there. It was the same selling page as basically what's on Depop. So I don't normally buy on Instagram either, but I sent her a message because at this point I really just wanted something. I just wanted to get my hands on something. So I sent her a message. Is this still for sale? It was in, I think it was in South African currency, so I didn't really know what that was, but I just said, is it still for sale? And if it is, can I get some more photos so I can get it authenticated, please? And she came back, she said, I'm so sorry, I don't get notifications for Depop, I haven't been checking it, sorry I haven't got back to you on there. And then she said she's just checked her Depop and she's had a lot of messages about this bag, and she showed me a screenshot and it was just so many people had messaged her about this bag. She just hadn't been getting the notifications. So I was like, oh, but I really want it, I don't want anyone else to get it. And I was like, please can you just send me the extra photos and I'll get it authenticated, and if all comes back fine, I will buy it off you, I will buy the bag. And I said, how much is it, firstly, because it wasn't in great condition. It had been quite used, quite worn. The vachetta was really dark. I think it had some rubbing on the kind of monogram print. And I think it was R3500, which is some sort of South African currency, but I did the conversion and it came back to £163, and I was like, whoa, like that is the cheapest I've seen anywhere. I've never bought anything from South Africa though, and I didn't know what the shipping would be like or anything like that. But she sent me all the extra photos that I required. She sent everything. I had it authenticated. It came back fine, and I was like, okay, like I really want to buy this off you, please, like please can I buy it first, don't sell it to anybody else. And she was really good. She was like, yeah, absolutely. So we did it. We just did the transaction straight away on PayPal. I converted it to £163. She said though that's not including shipping, so she would only find out the shipping when she goes to kind of send it, which was a bit of a risk, but I was willing to take it for the price that this was at. So she sent it off by, I think it was DPD or DHL, and it came back $30 for shipping, US dollars. So converting that, it was about £24. So all in all, I got this bag for £187, including shipping, which is by far cheaper than I'd ever seen anywhere. And it was authentic. All the pictures she sent me, it was obviously her hands, the same hands in every photo. She had the bag in her possession. So yeah, I was over the moon, and this is the bag. So as you can see, it is quite worn. The vachetta is quite dark, but I absolutely don't mind that at all. I actually prefer it to a brand new vachetta. The strap is very, very soft. As you can see, there's the vachetta on the side. The inside does need a bit of work. There is some pen marks and it's got a little bit of a funny smell, so I have got plans to kind of sort all of this out, which I'll be doing in my next video. I don't know if you can see, yeah, there's just some pen marks there. Overall though, the rest of the lining is quite good. It's just that bit of pen there, and obviously the smell and stuff. So I've got loads of cleaning products that I can use on this, so I'm going to try and clean it up as best I can. But yeah, I'm just over the moon with this. I can see even there's like a bit of dirt kind of on the print. Obviously some of them have worn away, if you can see some of them, which is only going to happen over time. And on the bottom as well, the corners, which if you've used this bag, this is what happens, but I'm going to use it as well, so I don't really mind about those wear marks at all. The hardware is actually quite good, the zip's good. I think the D-rings, I think they will just come up nicely with some Brasso, so I think they'll clean up really well. So yeah, I just can't, this is an absolute bargain. Like I said, these go for £800-900, and even in this condition, I've seen one on, I think it's Luxury Promise. They had one in this same condition, the same kind of Pochette, and it was around £800. So I scored an absolute steal with this. I can't believe it. Less than £200 with shipping. Unreal. So I got a really good deal for that. I'm over the moon. I'd paid for that bag, it was on its way to me. I was so happy. I'd finally got my multicolour piece that I was after, and then a few days later I got another message from the girl on Facebook who was selling the Cosmetic pouch, and she said, "I'm really sorry about what happened before. The sale fell through, so whoever she kind of sold it to on eBay or whatever happened there, they didn't pay for it, it didn't happen." So she said that the sale fell through, I'm really sorry. Before I relist again, would you like to have first refusal, obviously because of what happened before, and would you like to take the item? And I was like, this is karma. because she tried to get more money and all of that, because I was messed around a little bit. I was like, yes I will take that. And I said, I'll take it for £240, which was my original offer, and I'll pay now. I'd already had it authenticated, I'd got the certificate. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it. £240, and it was done. It was sent. She'd sent the PayPal details, and it was all sorted, and she sent it the next day, and I'm just so happy to have it now. And here it is. It's in amazing condition. So yeah, I can't believe this actually happened. I wasn't planning on getting two pieces, but it just happened that it came around, and because it did come up again, I didn't want to say no because I know how hard these are to find. So I wasn't planning on getting two things, but I ended up with two things. But this was the original one that I was looking to buy, so it's in really fantastic condition. There is no kind of wear on the kind of multicolour print. It's all really in great condition, and even the hardware is still nice and bright. There's no tarnishing. The Pochette, really good as well. I think there's just one tiny little watermark on this bit of Pochette, but overall it's amazing. The inside, it's just like it's brand new basically. He even has the little card, and then the Pochette on the inside is perfect, absolutely amazing. Yeah, so I think this one is from, so I did some research and I saw that the multicolour pieces were discontinued 2015, but there were some pieces that were still kind of going through manufacturing, so they were still releasing them in small, very small amounts in 2015 to early 2016. So this is one of them actually. This is from 2016, I think it was, what did I write down? Yeah, the 17th week of 2016, so it's probably one of the last pieces that ever got made, which is, it's really nice to know as well, because these obviously got discontinued. And yeah, I think it's just amazing condition. I just think the way it worked out was just so funny, and now I have both pieces. I'm just over the moon. So I have been buying some other little bits to go with these. So with the Pochette, I wanted to get some other straps, because obviously this one is very small. You can just carry it in your hand like this, or maybe it's over your arm, but I find when I put it over my shoulder like this, it is very high and it does kind of hit you there. So I did want to get a longer one for that, which I did, and this one was from Etsy. So I'll just put that on for you so you can see, if you hadn't already seen in my last video. So this just makes it a bit more wearable. As you can see, it's just a bit easier. It doesn't hit me so high up there. And I just think it looks really, really good like this. And that's probably how I'm going to wear it most of the time. Yeah, so this strap was just from Etsy. It is a Pochette leather, untreated leather, so it will darken over time. If I leave it in the sunlight as well, it will darken quicker. So hopefully over time it will sort of match this. But as I said, I am going to try and clean this up, try and make it a bit nicer. But yeah, I just love the strap on this one. I think I am going to look for a crossbody strap as well. I did find one on Amazon, but it wasn't right. It was a bit too yellow for me, the chain, it was too big. So I'm going to keep on looking for another strap for crossbody. So if you have seen any that work really well for the pochettes, please do let me know. Leave a comment down below because I'm looking out for one of those. The other thing that I've decided to get for both of these pieces are liners, because I want to keep them is in good condition as I can. So obviously this one is in great condition anyway, and the lining is wipeable. It is the wipeable interior, but I just want to keep it perfect. So I got some liners from Handbag Angels, so they came in this little package. I went for the magenta just to match the inside. I just want to keep it as lovely as I can inside. I don't want to have any spillages or anything like that, so that just fits in nicely. It's even got a little pocket on the back as well. So yeah, that'll just keep the inside really nice and clean, and also it'll help with the shape as well. It'll help it keep its shape nicely when it's stood up and things like that. So I really like this little liner. They're really good quality, so if you need any liners, I'd definitely check out Handbag Angels. Really, really good. I did order one for the pochette, but it doesn't look like it fits. It's the wrong size. It looks really, really big and bulky, and I've tried to fit it in, but I don't want to force it too much. I'll show you. Like you can see, it's far too big. Yeah, look at that. It's just too long, so I think that's probably for the newer model maybe. I think these were a bit smaller. So I'm going to have to send this one back and see if they do have one that'll fit this, because I really think a liner would be a good idea in this one. I will try to get off the pen marks. I'll see what I can do. So if you do have any tips for getting the pen marks off this kind of suede material, please leave them down below as well. Any tips, I would gladly kind of take advice on. So yeah, so that's everything that I've got. Like I said, I'll look for another strap for this one so I can wear it crossbody. I'll try and find another liner if I can. Hopefully they have one that will fit. And yeah, I'm over the moon with these pieces. I can't believe I ended up with two when I was only trying to look for one, but it's fate, I guess. I did want to turn this one down just in case I couldn't get it in the future. So I got both and I couldn't be happier. So I think my next video will be the kind of clean up and restoring of my pochette. I've got a lot of cleaning products. I've got some from Handbag Clinic. Liquid Proof are really good as well. So I'll film everything that I do. I'll try and get rid of the pen marks and just clean up the outside, and maybe the smell as well. I've got a little freshener spray for the inside of handbags as well. So keep a lookout for that one, and hopefully I can make it look even better than it does at the minute. So thanks again for watching. If you don't already, please follow me on Instagram. I am at Luxury and Life UK, and I also have a blog as well, which is luxuryandlife.co.uk. And please do subscribe to this channel. I'd love to have you back for more videos. So do come back and see the restoration of my pochette. I'm really excited to do that one. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.